Martin Tuib has completed their outlap. A solid qualifying performance by Anton Stamov, positioning them in second at the moment. The question now: Anton Stamov has completed their outlap. Megasaurus 55 has positioned themselves well in 7th during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start. Impressive display by Anton Stamov, currently sitting in position 4. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position. Incredible drive by Martin Tuib so far, earning him 3rd on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up?
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Martin Tuib's current position of 3rd is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
Martin Tuib has just completed that lap in 2:42.876. Their best lap so far is 2:42.876. Putting them in P4. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? Chris Ilduke has secured a respectable 7th in the qualifying. Chris Ilduke has completed their outlap. And there goes Martin Tuib, currently in position 5. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result.
I completely agree, Rob. Martin Tuib has positioned themselves impressively in 5th. However, it's crucial for them to keep pushing to potentially improve their starting position.
Martin Tuip's really showing what they're made of, landing in 5th during this nail-biting session.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about precision and nerve in qualifying. Every millisecond can make a difference on the grid. Let's see if they can squeeze out even more speed.
An outstanding display from Romeo Pedersen in this qualification session. They have been on fire, putting in blistering lap times and currently sitting at the top of the leaderboard. It's a statement performance, showcasing their speed and determination. It's an impressive showing by Martin Tuip, currently in 6th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher? Impressive work from Anton Stamov, who has claimed 5th on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position. It's a stellar performance from Anton Stamov, clinching 4th.
They're in a great spot, Rob, but in qualifying, complacency can be your worst enemy. They need to keep pushing the limits while staying cool under pressure.
What a sublime effort by Romeo Pedersen in qualifying. They have taken charge of the session, holding the top position with authority. Their consistency and skill have been unmatched so far, and they are positioning themselves for a favorable starting position. A solid performance from Wayne Pearson as they currently hold position 5. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid.
Absolutely, Rob. Wayne Pearson has put in a remarkable effort to secure 5th. The competition is fierce, and they'll need to stay focused to defend their position.
Puppy Dog from Hell has put in a great effort and currently holds 8th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position?
Couldn't agree more, Rob. Puppy Dog from Hell has positioned themselves impressively in 8th. Now, they need to build on this foundation and strive for an even better race result.
What a performance from Martin Tuip. They currently occupy 6th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favorable starting spot?
Absolutely, Rob. Martin Tuip has shown great potential to secure 6th. It's now a matter of channeling that momentum into a strong performance during the race.
A solid qualifying performance by Puppy Dog from Hell, positioning them in 8th at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners. Impressive display by Martin Tuip, currently sitting in position 6. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position. Incredible drive by Puppy Dog from Hell so far, earning them 8th on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up? Puppy Dog from Hell has completed their outlap. There's a little bit of wind in the air today here at Hockenheim 1988-35 pit boxes, as we're getting ready to get things underway. Romeo is on pole. Taking off from the second grid slot is the skilled driver, not Clinton Kakaden.
Not Clinton Kakaden will be ready to show what they're made of.
Megasaurus 55 lines up in third place as the engines rev and the race begins.
Could we see a podium result from Megasaurus 55?
Starting just behind the front runners in fourth place is the determined driver, Anton Stamov.
But they're going to have to be quick out of the blocks if they want to keep up with the top performers.
Coming in at fifth, we have Wayne Pearson. Lining up in sixth is Martin Tuip. Chris Ilduke is going to be starting from seventh. Puppy Dog from Hell is lining up eighth.
That Alfa Romeo GTAM looks like it has some potential.
Sitting in ninth is D-Max.
But they're going to have to time their moves just right if they want to come out on top.
Fair shake of the sauce bottle. The greenies dropped, and they're away faster than a possum up a gum tree.
Precision is everything during these initial stages. One wrong move could cost them valuable time or even force them out of the race.
All the drivers will be trying to take advantage of the pack whilst they're still bunched up. There's some intense battling throughout the field as everyone is looking to get off to a good start.
No rush, no fuss for not Clinton Kakaden. In the South, we appreciate taking a moment to breathe, and that's just what they're doing at 2. We'll see how things spice up.
Establishing an early advantage will be crucial to the outcome of this race.
It all comes down to this rock, where the rubber meets the road. There's no more time for talk, no more practice. The teams have done all they can. Now it comes down to Megasaurus 55 to bring it home.
The tension is palpable here. No one will want to make a crucial mistake on the first lap. This is going to be one hell of a race. I can already feel it. D-Max is tearing up the track, making up positions like they're going out of style. I tell you what, D-Max has got more problems than a maths book right now. Wayne Pearson is leaving them in a cloud of dust. It's a close race between Puppy Dog from Hell and D-Max in 6th.
It's going to be a close one. Puppy Dog from Hell will have to push hard to create an opportunity.
Megasaurus 55 has the pedal to the metal chasing not Clinton Kakaden.
Can they make it past without taking the paint off?
Things are getting spicy as Puppy Dog from Hell is breathing down DMAX's neck. The gap? Mate, you couldn't slide a credit card between them.
Now, that's some driving, y'all. Puppy Dog from Hell is putting the pressure on DMAX. It's like watching a cat stalk a bird. They're inching closer with every turn.
Stone the Crows. Puppy Dog from Hell's on fire, surging ahead like there's a free round at the pub waiting. Hello, 6th. Well, that's an unexpected descent. Puppy Dog from Hell finds themselves repositioned at 7th. It looks like Puppy Dog from Hell is pushing hard to catch up to D-Max. The gap is over a second, but Puppy Dog from Hell is not giving up just yet. Can they close the distance and make a move on D-Max?
I've seen funeral processions move faster than Puppy Dog from Hell right now. Come to think of it, at least they've got a destination in mind.
The tension is palpable. These drivers are showing tremendous respect for each other while going all out. It's a masterclass in clean, hard racing.
Spot on, Rob. This constant back and forth battle is keeping everyone on the edge of their seats. One small mistake could have severe consequences for any of these drivers.
Wayne Pearson is in there like a rat up a drain pipe. How? Anton Stamoff is not going to be happy about that.
That's right. They've got to stay focused and not let this setback affect their mindset. Meanwhile, Wayne Pearson is showing some incredible skill and determination, and is now a serious threat to the other drivers on the track.
This race has turned into a game of cat and mouse. Puppy Dog from Hell is the predator, with D-Max firmly in their sights.
Coming out of Bremskirch 2, Puppy Dog from Hell's got the downforce and grip. That car's as sticky as North Carolina barbecue sauce, and he's looking to stick right to DMAX's tail.
Oi, Puppy Dog from Hell's chassis balance is on point today. They're handling bumps and curbs smoother than a croc sliding into water. DMAX has got a battle ahead. So, Hal, considering the high speeds and split-second decision-making involved in racing, what's the impact of even a minor lapse in concentration?
A minor lapse in concentration can have significant consequences, Rob. It could lead to an off-track excursion, a loss of position, or even a collision. That's why it's crucial for drivers to stay focused and alert throughout the race.
This is getting exciting. Can Megasaurus 55 pull off a late charge and gain a position?
Not Clintonkakakans guarding that line like a sentinel. If Megasaurus 55 wants to make a move, they better have a trick up their sleeve.
It's a game of cat and mouse out there, with Megasaurus 55 trying to find the perfect opportunity to make a move on Not Clinton Kakadan. The gap is over a second, but every fraction counts. Can Megasaurus 55 close in enough to mount a challenge?
Gee whiz, Megasaurus 55 is so far back, I'm half expecting to see tumbleweeds blow past. Maybe a vulture or two.
The fans are on the edge of their seats. It doesn't get any closer than this.
You reckon DMAX is sweating bullets yet, Rob?
Hold up a mo. Bloody hell. Chris Ilduke just took a quick detour to the outback. Maybe they saw a kangaroo on the track or something.
Seems like Chris Ilduke's off-roading it. You know, like my attempts to adult. All over the place.
Things are heating up as Puppy Dog from Hell closes in on D-Max. The gap between them is down to practically nothing.
Can they close up enough for a pass? I don't see it personally.
Puppy Dog from Hell just blitzed past D-Max like they were standing still.
You see, it's moments like these that separate the champs from the chumps. And Puppy Dog from Hell's looking every bit the champ today.
A strategic misstep perhaps? Puppy Dog from Hell's place has shifted to 7th. The plot thickens. Look at that, Megasaurus 55 is hot on the tail of Not Clinton Kakadan.
They say pressure makes diamonds. Well, Megasaurus 55's shining bright, closing in with every heartbeat.
Remember when Puppy Dog from Hell was on the pace? Neither do I, kinda like my recollection of last Friday night. The intensity is off the charts as Not Clinton Kakadan hounds Megasaurus 55, both drivers pushing themselves to the absolute limit. The gap between Not Clinton Kakadan and Megasaurus 55 is widening. It's now up to 0.4 seconds. As a former racing driver, how important is the relationship between a driver and their team during a race?
It's absolutely crucial, Rob. The team provides valuable information and support, helping the driver make the right decisions on track. A strong bond between the driver and the team can be the difference between winning and losing.
The gap between D-Max and Puppy Dog from Hell is not insurmountable, but it's going to take a mistake from D-Max to bring Puppy Dog from Hell into play.
DMAX is setting the pace out there. Now, it's on Puppy Dog from Hell to find the rhythm and get back in this dance.
D-Max has just dropped the ball. Puppy Dog from Hell didn't waste any time taking advantage of that. With the asphalt burning, hold that thought, hold the phone. Looks like that's a mistake from Wayne Pearson. This could be costly. Phew, talk about foreplay. Megasaurus 55 and not Clinton Kakatan are really teasing us here. I haven't seen this much anticipation since my first date. Fair dinkum, Megasaurus 55 is getting a wriggle on. The gap to not Clinton Kakatan is now down to a whisker at 0.3 seconds. Look at the way the drivers are hugging those corners, it's like they're on rails.
Speaking of rails, did you know that the first racetrack was built on a railway in 1896? I bet those drivers were chugging along.
Ha ha, I bet they were. But things have come a long way since then, haven't they?
Definitely, it's amazing to think about the technology that goes into these cars now. I mean, they have more computing power than some countries.
With every twist and turn, Megasaurus 55 is shadowing not Clinton Kakatan, waiting to pounce like a lion on the hunt. Puppy Dog from Hell is placed 6th at the moment. Puppy Dog from Hell's losing time to D-Max like a leaky tap dripping water. A bit more slip, and we'll be in for a real dogfight.
This is a critical moment in the race for Puppy Dog from Hell. They need to find some extra speed and stay ahead of DMAX.
Look at Megasaurus 55 trying to close that gap on not Clinton Kakatan. Kind of like me trying to get close to a decent Barbie back home.
Barbie? Oh, you mean a barbecue. Yeah, but over here it's like trying to catch the last slice of pizza at a Super Bowl party.
While Puppy Dog from Hell is not under immediate threat from D-Max, they still need to stay focused and avoid any errors. Any slip-up could cost them their position.
Oi, DMAX, better crank up that Walkman and put on some tunes. At this rate, you'll be catching up to Puppy Dog from Hell by the encore.
Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Puppy Dog from Hell is in the lead, but D-Max is closing in and the gap is now 0.3 seconds.
They need to step up their game and start pulling away again.
These drivers, top-notch athletes. It's not just about being quick. They've got stamina, reflexes, and they gotta think faster than a kangaroo on a trampoline.
I'd pay to see that. A kangaroo on a trampoline? But yeah, their mental and physical game has to be on point for these races.
The gap between Puppy Dog from Hell and D-Max may be wide, but that doesn't mean Puppy Dog from Hell is safe. They have to keep their concentration and avoid any lapses in performance. Well, I'll be Hal. Puppy Dog from Hell's lead over D-Max is slipping away faster than a greased pig at a county fair. We're down to just 1.1 seconds now. Megasaurus 55 is pushing really hard, but as we know, pushing too hard can lead to other mistakes, like locking up the brakes or missing a shift. These drivers are walking a tightrope between pushing the limits and making costly errors.
Absolutely, it's all about finding that sweet spot where you're pushing the car to its limits without crossing the line into reckless driving. That's where experience and skill come into play. Every twist, every turn, it's like a tango at 200 miles per hour. Who'll take the lead?
DMAX is more lost out there than I was after a night at the Gold Coast. And at least I woke up with a kebab in hand. Struth, DMAX is not here to muck about. The gap to Puppy Dog from Hell is dropping faster than a hot pie at the footy, now at 1.0 seconds.
This ain't DMAX's first rodeo. They're optimizing their racing line, reducing understeer. If Puppy Dog from Hell ain't nervous, they sure ought to be.
You know, Wayne Pearson reminds me of my dating life. Starts with promise, ends up tailing behind everyone else. The gap between Wayne Pearson and Anton Stamoff is fading faster than the last rays of the outback sun.
Dang, Wayne Pearson's fuel strategy and conservation of those brakes is spot on. They're inching closer to Anton Stamoff like a hound on a hot dog.
And we're back, where the drivers are showing us some incredible skills.
Indeed, Rob, it's always exciting to see these skilled machines on the tracks. I mean, drivers. I always get them confused.
Blimey, D-Max is farther back than my hairline. But you know what they say about Aussies? Never say die. Unless it's a spider. Then just run. Struth, Megasaurus 55's chances are looking thinner than a roux on a diet. Only way forward might be a bit of razzle-dazzle or a slip up ahead.
Well, every dog has its day, and this race ain't over till it's over.
Anton Stamoff could be looking for a way up the inside of Wayne Pearson.
I might have said this before, but dog, bone, you know the rest.
Looks like Wayne Pearson is legging it from Anton Stamoff. The gap's growing like a well-watered wattle as they zoom through a jip curve. You know, mate, I was chatting with some of the pit crew earlier, and they were debating on which tyre compound to use. Hard as deciding between a meat pie and a sausage roll.
Well, back in my indie days, the choice was as clear as sweet tea or lemonade. But I reckon, here, with these changing conditions, it's more of a gamble.
The tension is building as D-Max trails behind Puppy Dog from Hell. The gap is slowly but surely decreasing, and the pressure is mounting. Can Puppy Dog from Hell hold on, or will D-Max be able to close them down?
When you talk about experience, it's like saying I've experienced my mother-in-law's cooking. Doesn't mean I want to do it again. But DMAX, keep pushing.
Stone the crows. DMAX has managed to trim that gap with Puppy Dog from Hell, eh? Must be the slipstream effect on this straight. Or maybe they've put down that beard. Would ya look at that gap? Anton Stamoff's got a better chance of finding a sober Aussie on Australia Day. But hey, we love an underdog. Go get them, Tiger. Someone's revved up after lunch. Anton Stamoff's blitzed ahead, claiming fourth. The adrenaline is pumping as Wayne Pearson gets within striking distance of Anton Stamoff in their race for fourth. Great driving from Wayne Pearson, who has just gained a place and moved up to fourth.
Well, butter my biscuit. Wayne Pearson's burning rubber and climbing up to fourth.
From the grandstands to the pit lane, all eyes are on the action. Amongst the frontrunners, Wayne Pearson is showing prowess in fourth. Even though Megasaurus 55 is a fair way behind Not Clinton Kakata, they can't afford to let their guard down. not Clinton Kakaten, is still vulnerable to mistakes.
Well, in the rearview mirror of life, Megasaurus 55 might look closer than they appear. But on this track, they've got some miles to cover to catch not Clinton Kakaten.
Good on ya, Chris Ilduke. Trailin' so far back, reckon the front pack has already written the eulogy. Well, don't come the raw prawn. Chris Ilduke's giving it some stick, pulling D-Max into a mere 5.4 seconds. This is where the skill and experience of the drivers really come into play. Megasaurus 55 will need to stay focused and keep pushing, even when the gap seems insurmountable. It's not over until the checkered flag drops. Hang on to your cork hats, mates. We're about to see more jousting than a footy final between Megasaurus 55 and not Clinton Kakaten. You know, Rob, these pit stops always amaze me. Just a few seconds, and they change tires, refuel, adjust settings. It's like a well-choreographed dance.
Absolutely, and the precision. One slight misstep, and it could cost the race. It's an art and a testament to the pit crew's relentless training and coordination.
Stone the Crows. Anton Stamov's in 5th, but if I know them, Wayne Pearson's gonna cop an Aussie-style sneak attack real soon. Anton Stamov and Wayne Pearson have a gap between them that's growing like Jack's beanstalk. We're talking 1.0 seconds now. Romeo Pedersen is on fire in the last sector.
It takes a special kind of driver to perform under pressure like this. Romeo Pedersen has certainly risen to the occasion.
What a win! This is a historic moment for Romeo Pedersen, who put on a masterclass in driving today. What a display of skill and precision.
That was a true masterclass in driving from Romeo Pedersen. You could see them making split-second decisions with total confidence, and it really paid off. What a performance.
Some might say that second place is the first loser, but not Clinton Kakaten certainly doesn't see it that way. They put in a phenomenal effort and should be proud of their impressive result. Impressive drive from Megasaurus 55 to claim the final spot on the podium.
What a drive, well-deserved spot on the podium with that performance.
Wayne Pearson in 4th. 5th sees Anton Stamov. Puppy Dog from Hell End in 6th. 7th is D-Max. Coming in 8th we have Chris Ilduke. Taking 9th is Martin Tuib. You've joined us on a breezy day here at Hockenheim 1988-35 pit boxes, as we're getting ready to get things underway. Starting in pole position gives Puppy Dog from Hell a clear advantage over the rest of the field.
But they will have to keep their foot on the gas in order to stay there.
Anton Stamov has qualified second.
Let's see what Anton Stamov can do.
We're seeing Wayne Pearson in the third spot. Megasaurus 55 will begin the race from the fourth spot on the starting grid. And in fifth place, we have not Clinton Kakaden.
Not Clinton Cockadon will be taking no prisoners today.
Romeo Pedersen is placed in sixth.
The Finnish driver has been driving the wheels off the Mark I Escort in practice.
Starting from the seventh position, D-Max will need to navigate through the field to challenge for the win.
But if they can find their rhythm early on, they could be a real threat.
Chris Ilduke is eighth. The ninth starting position belongs to Martin Tuib, who will be looking to make up ground early on.
But don't count them out yet. They've got the skills to pay the bills.
And just like that, the race has started. Now, we'll see who has the skill and nerve to outmaneuver their rivals.
How they kick off sets the whole dang tone. Gotta be smart and smooth, or else you're just spinning your wheels.
The drivers are jockeying for position. Puppy Dog from Hell will be looking to get off to a good start and consolidate their position. It's brilliant to see such a full grid here today.
I am so excited at the prospects for this race. I can't wait to see the drama unfold.
Was not Clinton Kakaden trying to give their rivals a head start? They're already behind from the get-go. Settling into a rhythm is going to be crucial here. I think passing is going to be difficult today here at Hockenheim 1988-35 pit boxes, so it's going to be interesting to see how these drivers get on.
The race isn't won in the first turn, but there have been plenty that have ended there, Rob.
Our fourth place starter, Romeo Pedersen, is poised to make a move towards the front. Some great driving from Puppy Dog from Hell, who has increased their lead over Anton Stamov and is starting to put some distance between them. Stone the Crows. Puppy Dog from Hell's pulled a sneaky, landing at second. Always a surprise with them. Romeo Pedersen seems to be putting the pressure on Megasaurus 55. It's a challenging situation for Romeo Pedersen. They're sandwiched between their fierce competitors, Chris Ilduke 0.2 seconds away and Megasaurus 55 0.1 seconds ahead. They'll need to stay sharp and find an opportunity to make a move.
Absolutely, Rob. The pressure is mounting for Romeo Pedersen as they navigate through this challenging situation. It's crucial for them to remain focused and make calculated moves.
What a tight spot for Romeo Pedersen. They have Chris Ilduke right on their tail 0.2 seconds away, and Megasaurus 55 just inches away with a gap of 0.1 seconds. It's a true test of their racecraft. It's a battle of wills out there, each driver trying to outsmart and outmaneuver the other. A brilliant maneuver from Martin Tuip, who has just moved up the field.
It's like Martin Tuip had an extra shot of espresso or something, jetting up to 7th.
D-Max wants to find a way round Wayne Pearson. Now, this is a challenging position for D-Max. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, with Bob Shotton closing in 0.1 seconds behind and Wayne Pearson just ahead with a gap of 0.2 seconds. Talk about intense. Megasaurus 55 is on Romeo Pedersen's bumper. We're in for a treat as they approach Bremskurve 3. Wow, Puppy Dog from Hell is really pushing hard to catch up to Chris Ilduke. There's blood in the water for 5th place. Romeo Pedersen appears to be trying to find a way around Megasaurus 55 that could make a move on them in a jib curve.
If you're enjoying the racing, please remember to like and subscribe.
It's a game of inches now as Chris Ilduke tails Puppy Dog from Hell closely, ready to capitalize on any mistake.
I remember being in a similar situation during my racing days. Chris Ilduke must stay focused and wait for the perfect opportunity to overtake.
Now isn't this a show? Romeo Pedersen's gotten the bit between their teeth and they're reeling in Megasaurus 55. Look at him weave and bob through SAR 1/4 D curve, folks. Not Clinton Kakatin wants to get into Anton Stamov's slipstream.
They need to keep it on the black stuff. You don't get points for driving over weeds, not in this game.
It's looking good for Not Clinton Kakatin, who has gained places and put some distance between themselves and Anton Stamov. Look at that, they're trading places in every turn, a constant game of cat and mouse. Each driver knows one mistake could cost them dearly. Hold on to your hats, Wayne Pearson is gunning for Chris Ilduke. Reckon we might see some cheeky moves on the next bend? Racing isn't always about the flash and dazzle, and Wayne Pearson proves it. Smooth as silk and holding fort right where they are.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. Wayne Pearson just needs to bide their time and wait for the right opportunity.
I'm curious, Hal, can you tell us about any pre-race rituals you had when you were racing?
Of course, Rob. Before every race, I would listen to a specific playlist of songs to help me get in the zone. I also had a lucky pair of socks that I would wear during races. It may sound silly, but those little rituals helped me feel prepared and focused.
Hollywood couldn't script this better. Megasaurus 55's shadowing Romeo Pedersen, waiting for the slightest misstep.
Will Megasaurus 55 be able to make a move and pass Romeo Pedersen?
D-Max has the pedal to the metal chasing Martin Tuip.
And they are poised to capitalize on any mistake, but who's going to make that mistake first?
It's neck and neck, the closest battle we've seen in a while.
The only thing closer than Wayne Pearson to Puppy Dog from Hell right now is the paint on their cars. Talk about a close encounter.
The tension is thick enough to cut with a knife. Not Clintonkakatan's inching ever closer to Megasaurus 55.
Dang, not Clintonkakatan's chasing Megasaurus 55 like a southern belle after a gentleman with a fat wallet. This is racier than a late-night movie marathon.
Buckle up, Megasaurus 55 is all over not Clinton Kakatan like a cheap suit. Are we about to see some wheel-to-wheel action?
Oi, Rob, wouldn't want to be in not Clintonkakatan's shoes right now, would y'all? Talk about a pressure cooker situation.
We got a close battle as Wayne Pearson closes in on Puppy Dog from Hell.
If Wayne Pearson gets any closer to Puppy Dog from Hell, they'll need to start sending out wedding invitations.
Blimey, Anton Stamov's just thrown another shrimp on the barbie of mishaps. This one's burnt.
That maneuver from Anton Stamov? Just like my attempt at DIY car mods. Ambitious, but not quite right.
Gee whiz, Wayne Pearson is breathing down Puppy Dog from Hell's neck. Wouldn't want to be in Puppy Dog from Hell's rearview mirror right now. It's getting crowded.
You can feel the intensity in the air. The slightest mistake could cost either of them the race.
Blimey, Martin Tuib is sticking to Puppy Dog from Hell like a kangaroo to her Joey. At this rate, they'll be side by side as they hit Ost curve. Oh no, what's this? Oof, Puppy Dog from Hell misjudged the corner like I misjudged my last relationship. Too fast, too soon.
Dang, Puppy Dog from Hell was riding high, but that slip up. That's like tripping over your own shoelaces at the county fair.
The action is non-stop as Wayne Pearson shadows Martin Tuib through every twist and turn, determined to claim fourth.
That's right, Rob. The pressure is palpable. The fans are on the edge of their seats, waiting to see who will come out on top.
Oh no, what's this? Whoa. Chris Ilduke took the corner like my Uncle Baz after a six-pack, all over the shop.
I reckon Chris Ilduck thought they were panning for gold off the track there. Sorry, buddy, that's not how you strike it rich.
Blimey, Puppy Dog from Hell's more eager to catch Wayne Pearson than a bloke at the bar at last call. Hope he's got the stamina for this chase. Things are looking as crook as Rookwood for Puppy Dog from Hell, lagging behind Wayne Pearson and the gap stretching out like a long country road. They'll need to find— sorry to interrupt here, but oh, Megasaurus 55 went off track. I know the feeling, just like my diet every weekend. Whoa there, Wayne Pearson is sticking to Martin Tuib like glue. You reckon Martin Tuib's feeling the pressure? 'Cause I sure would.
Remember that time Wayne Pearson made that audacious move on the last lap? Feels like deja vu, doesn't it, Rob?
If Wayne Pearson doesn't pick up the pace, hell, they'll be as relevant as an ashtray on a motorbike. It's a classic case of chasing down the car ahead for Chris Ilduke, who is currently in P9. But Anton Stamov is not making it easy, and the gap remains over a second. This will require some expert driving from Chris Ilduke.
Well, shoot, if Chris Ilduck was any more laid back, they'd be horizontal. Reckon they're daydreaming of those cheerleaders again?
Struth, if Wayne Pearson gets any closer to Martin Tuib, they'll be asking to share a meat pie. Watch them duel it out at Ost curve. Superb driving from Wayne Pearson, who with that overtake has gained a position in the race.
You know, back in Carolina, we say, go big or go home. Looks like Wayne Pearson took that to heart, hitting fourth.
No room for error here. Romeo Pedersen is breathing down the neck of not Clinton Kakatan, waiting for the perfect chance to make their move. Blimey, Romeo Pedersen's shifted gears and the results are clear. Cruising up to first just like that.
Dang, if Ramo Peterson keeps this up, we'll need to douse the track. Smokin' hot move to first.
Mate, I've always thought choosing a tire compound is a bit like choosing your favorite Aussie beer. Do you go for something robust that can last, or something that gives a quick hit but might wear out fast?
Haha. Well, I reckon it's more like our North Carolina barbecue sauces. Some like it sweet and long-lasting, others prefer that quick tangy kick. But I'll tell ya, getting it wrong is like biting into a pepper when you're expecting a blueberry.
Not Clinton Kakaden is giving it their all as they chase down Romeo Pedersen in P1. Not Clinton Kakaden's been working the tyre temps, and it's paying off. Grip's better than a kangaroo on a trampoline. Watch out, Romeo Pedersen. Cricky, Martin Tuib's got more ground to cover than I do at the family barbecue when Auntie Sharon's had one too many. Good luck, mate.
It's going to be tough for Martin Tuip, as Wayne Pearson seems to have found their rhythm. But anything can happen in racing, and we've seen Martin Tuip pull off some impressive moves before. I'm excited to see if they can make it happen again.
Here's the thing about racing, sometimes it's not just about speed. It's about pressure, mind games, and this, right here, is a masterclass from Romeo Pedersen. Sticking so close to the leader, making him constantly aware of the imminent threat.
Spot on. It's like a shark circling its prey. The leader knows it, we know it, and by the looks of it, Romeo Pedersen is ready for the kill.
Mate, are they packing something extra down under? Romeo Pedersen's just rocketed into first. Anyone who says that Assetto Corsa Friends is not the best racing club on the planet is clearly insane. The quality of driving we're seeing out there on the track is absolutely phenomenal.
I couldn't agree more. It's like these drivers were born to race. They're weaving in and out of traffic, taking corners at unbelievable speeds, and making it all look effortless. It's clear that they've put in the time and effort to hone their skills.
Good on ya, Wayne Pearson. Not letting Martin Tuip get too comfy up front. Reckon he's planning a bit of a "good day mate" on the next corner? It's an intense battle for position as Chris Ilduke tries to outmaneuver Anton Stamov. This is edge of your seat racing. Seems like Wayne Pearson is getting in range of Martin Tuip. Oi, Chris Ilduke's giving it a red-hot go in ninth. Just a few kangaroo hops behind Anton Stamov. Might see a cheeky move soon.
Chris Ilduke's got that car dialed in tighter than my grandma's corset. If Anton Stamov isn't careful, he's gonna get a taste of some good old American hustle.
It looks like Anton Stamov is pulling away from Chris Ilduke. The gap is continuing to grow as they head through Opel Curve. Martin Tuip wants to close that gap with Wayne Pearson.
To achieve anything in this game, you must be prepared to dabble in the boundary of disaster.
Looks like Martin Tuip remembered to twist that anti-roll bar, giving him better cornering. If they get any closer to Wayne Pearson, they'll be seeing what they had for brekkie.
He's waiting on that golden chance like a hound on a pork chop.
Ripper of a move. Martin Tuip's not just in the race. They're owning it. Did they? Fourth.
Absolutely. Martin Tuip is really putting on a clinic out there, and they're making it look easy.
Blimey, Chris Ilduke's determination reminds me of a kangaroo in a hopping contest.
Well, over here in the States, it's more like a squirrel chasing down its last nut before winter. Either way, it's entertaining to watch.
Here's some action. Martin Tuib's tailgating Wayne Pearson so close, it's like they're sharing the same set of wheels as they near Brimskerve free. The gap between D-Max and Puppy Dog from Hell is razor thin as they vie for 6th in this nail-biting contest. Martin Tuib could be looking for a way up the inside of Wayne Pearson. If D-Max goes any slower, they'll join me in my failed dreams collection. Front row seats available. Alright, hold your horses. Martin Tuib is really putting the heat on Wayne Pearson. If I were Wayne Pearson, I'd be checking those mirrors non-stop. It's like watching two predators circling each other, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce. Hold on to your hats, folks. Wayne Pearson is right on the heels of Martin Tuib, and we're in for a wild ride. Hey, Megasaurus 55, if Wayne Pearson gets any closer, you might need to pop the question. The last time I did that, she said, actually I can't tell you because of the court order.
Reminds me of the Friday night dances back home. Megasaurus 55's trying to lead the dance, but Wayne Pearson's stepping on those heels.
Talk of breaking news, folks. Oh mate, DMAX is impersonating a lost tourist. Did someone forget to tell them it's a race, not a bushwalk? Every move counts now as Puppy Dog from Hell works to reel in D-Max and overtake for P6.
Woo-wee, there's more tension between Puppy Dog from Hell and DMAX than there is at a shotgun wedding. Pass the popcorn and let's see where this love story goes.
It seems like Puppy Dog from Hell is struggling. They are not able to maintain their pace.
Can Puppy Dog from Hell refocus and start putting in the lap times we know they're capable of?
Ladies and gents, we've got ourselves a high-speed pursuit. Wayne Pearson is stalking Martin Tuib's every move. Wayne Pearson is pushing hard and has reduced the gap to Martin Tuib to 0.3 seconds.
Holy smokes, Wayne Pearson's extracting every ounce of horsepower from that power unit. They're tailing Martin Tuib tighter than a belt after Thanksgiving dinner.
Hal, what's the impact of tire degradation on race strategy? How does it affect a driver's approach to the race?
Tire degradation plays a crucial role in race strategy, Rob. Teams and drivers have to consider the optimal time to pit for fresh tires and adjust their race pace to balance speed with tire conservation. It adds another layer of complexity to the racing challenge.
Every gear shift, every pedal push, Megasaurus 55's got one goal in mind, capturing Wayne Pearson's spot.
In this high-speed game of chess, it's all about strategy. Who will make the next move?
The tension is palpable. Who will come out on top in this epic showdown?
When I was racing, we had a saying, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. Puppy Dog from Hell is definitely living on the edge today.
D-Max seems to be putting the pressure on Puppy Dog from Hell.
Do they have the speed for a move, and more importantly, do they have the talent?
The gap between D-Max and Puppy Dog from Hell is widening. It's now up to 0.5 seconds. Fantastic racing on show here today, and it's not just the top drivers who are impressing us. Even the drivers at the back of the pack are putting up a good fight, battling it out for every position.
It's a testament to the level of competition at Assetto Corsa, friends. Even the smallest mistake can cost you valuable seconds, or even lead to a crash. But these drivers are up to the challenge, and they're giving it their all. It's clear that Assetto Corsa Friends really is the place to be for top quality racing.
This is where the true champions shine, and Romeo Pedersen is certainly showing their class in the final sector.
You got this, keep your cool.
It's all over. Romeo Pedersen has claimed victory in this race with a stunning drive that will be remembered for years to come. Clearly at the top of their game right now. Not Clinton Kakaden never gave up. They drove with heart and determination, ultimately securing a well-deserved second-place finish.
Strong work securing second place. Well done.
That was an outstanding performance from Martin Tuip. They fought hard and took the final spot on the podium. In fourth and fifth, it's Wayne Pearson and Megasaurus 55. Followed by Puppy Dog from Hell in sixth. D-Max takes 7th. Finishing 8th is Anton Stamoff.